on the left side of the map with a Demon Hunter. Oh, so finally we see a different hero. We're gonna see the Demon Hunter, we're not gonna see the Keeper. And then we have Hawk playing a standard with... No, he's gonna play Paladin! Okay. It's another of those troll Paladin games, which I'm not even sure if it's a troll strategy anymore. I think it's gonna be like a legit strategy, right? It's not a troll strategy anymore. More and more humans are playing the Paladin strat. So Paladin for Hawk. Mass militia to creep what? Do you really need all of that militia to creep this camp? I feel like you can creep this with... you see, the militia is not even putting the damage. I think you can just call 4. I mean, you can see that this militia was totally useless, so you can... Pretty sure you can creep this camp with 4 militia only, you don't need 5. But anyways... Demon Hunter is getting level 2, Claws of Haste and Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, not bad, but you could get the Circlet, I think, and the Circlet would be so much better. Or the Claws. Going straight for... looking for Hawk. And this Demon Hunter would be so good versus the Paladin, draining his mana. Look at the mana of the Paladin, is already half mana. The next mana burn is gonna be very annoying. Boom. Another mana burn and this Paladin is gonna be without mana. And that's why I don't like to go Paladin versus versus Elf. Because, yeah, if the Elf is gonna go Keeper, or even Warden, Paladin is not gonna be that bad, but you don't know what the Elf is gonna play. So what if the Elf is gonna play Demon Hunter? Then all of your early game is going to be slowed down by this mana burn. You have no Holy Light, you're forced into a shop. But Hawk is very patient, he's kind of a very patient player. I checked the stream and it looks like it doesn't get annoyed too easily by players or harassing him, so let's see what it does. Certainly if I was harassed like that in the early game, I would be like, what the fuck, why did I even go Paladin? Because imagine there's an Archmage here. If there's an Archmage, this Demon Hunter wouldn't do anything. The Archmage can just keep creeping to level 3. Yes, you get mana burn, but who cares? You got the aura, the brilliance, so you're gonna get your mana. Then you get a Naga, and with the Naga, with Archmage and Naga, you pretty much hard counter Demon Hunter. So but Hawk gets level 3. That's pretty good. The problem is he still has no mana. And that's because he's facing Demon. So he is in no fighting shape whatsoever. He needs the mana to fight. And this game will change, of course, when he gets the Blood Mage. So when he gets tier 2, Blood Mage will finally provide the mana that this Paladin needs. We have a level 2 Panda ready for life. Demon Hunter level 3 with some very good items. He got the Potion of Greater Healing. Pretty significant item. It's gonna be able to offer a large variety of plays. It's gonna be able to tank. soak up damage with the demon and then trigger the potion. So this potion can be a game winner, really. For the Demon Hunter is the dream item. If it was a keeper, the dream item is of course the mana pot. But with the Demon Hunter, which is always on the front line, always soaking up damage, I cannot imagine a better item than the Greater Healing. And again, this Paladin has never mana. And the Panda is gonna be level 3 soon. Nice Ancient of War creeping by life. So it's creeping very fast and efficiently. Blood Mage only level 1, Paladin level 4, so pretty good levels on the Paladin. Look at the armor of those rifles, plus 3.5. So those rifles are tanky as fuck, finally. First Siphon mana, but there's Mana Burn, which counters the Blood Mage, so like... I don't know, but if you ask me, I don't think Hawk is in a very good position in this game, because he's being hard countered by this Demon Hunter. Look, he's got no mana. He's got 0 mana to work with. 0 mana to work with. And now he's gonna face Master Riot. So, on paper, rifles should wreck the Dryads, but there's no sustain in this army. The Paladin is what is supposed to sustain, but he's got no mana, so if he somehow manages to get his mana back, then on paper his army should win. So now finally he's able to creep, soak up a lot of mana, which he desperately needs. He's doing a very good job getting all of the mana that he can from the creeps, transferring it to the Paladin. Finally the Paladin has got some mana. The Healing Word was the best item he could find. And if he can get the critical amount of rifles, I feel like he could still be in a good position. Because the Elf is not going to R3, he's just playing Mass Dryad into expansion. And those rifles will just not die because they have the Paladin Armor Aura. So, and we have +1, so now it's 2 plus 3.5, so we have an overall of 5.5 armor. So these rifles are very, 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 very tanky. And the feeling that you have, I've played against this strategy a lot of times. The feeling that you get when you play against these strategies, they just don't die. You just want to like leave the fight, and there's no point really focus fire or anything, because nothing dies. These rifles are so tanky. But he's fighting in a bad position because the Tree of Life is hitting from behind, and I'm not so sure about this fight. Looks like he's doing pretty well. Like I said, Hawk is a pretty patient player. He will just try to kite, try to micro patiently, focus firing the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter's got the Ankh though, so he can afford to die. And all of those rifles are about to fall. I feel like the Hawk should just TP. I feel like he waited too long. He overstayed, he lost 2 rifles, he shouldn't lose them. But of course this buys time for his expansion, so... If his goal was to just buy time for the expo, then he achieved the goal. But I still feel like he lost a little bit too much here. He's got only 4 rifles and he doesn't have double barracks. So it's not like he can pump out... mass rifles immediately, and that could be a problem. Because yeah, he's got the expo, but what about his production buildings? He's got only 1 barracks. Now he's building the 2nd barracks, and that's kind of weird because Hawk, when I saw him on stream, he always gets that Second barracks immediately after tech. Like it attacks and then it gets the second barrack. In this game it didn't. Probably because he had such a rough early mid game. And now, life with a big supply lead. 57 versus 49. And keep in mind there's a lot of peasants in this supply. So this human army is really underwhelming. But it's got the aura and those rifles don't die. Pretty much like I told you, look at how tanky they are. They are so tanky, they soak up so much damage, and then he's got the Holy Light. And more archers are falling. And this Demon Hunter is just not finding the kills. Banish saving one of those rifles. And soon he's gonna have another Holy Light, and he's gonna save everything. This is so well microed by Hawk here. So well microed by Hawk. Look at this rifle position. Oh, that's unfortunate, he lost both of them. But doesn't change the fact that he microed very well. And he got one more Dryad. And he's got the Expo. And now he's got double barracks. Look at this macro now. He's got like... This is what I'm talking about. Now he's got... a lot of rifles in production. And now he should be able to win this game, because the Night Elf doesn't have mountain giants. And with Mass Dryads, with these heroes, he doesn't have Entangle to finalize any kills. He shouldn't be able to kill anything really, despite the level 4 Panda. Demon Hunter is gonna fall here. If he doesn't staff him. He doesn't have a staff on the Panda, so he will have to use the TP. Oh, Demon Hunter falls! I think like life is a little bit confused here. I think like he's a little bit confused here. I don't know how many times he did play versus the strategy, but he had such a good early mid game. But like I said before, once the Blood Mage comes out of the altar, the game might switch in favor of the human. Because a high level paladin with mana and this number of rifles is pretty much unstoppable. At this point, there's nothing the elf can do really. Even though he's got the expansion, he can produce, but he's still committing to Dryads. It's only Dryads. These Dryads are 0-0. Dude! This is not supposed to work. You're up against 2-2 rifles. And you got 0-0 Dryads. Like even if he got 2-2 Dryads, he would still lose versus 2-2 rifles. You need at least 3-3 Dryads versus this. So you need tier 3, and I think you still would lose. Like you need like 6 mountain giants versus this. There's no other way. You need Keeper, Entangle, Treants, mountain giants. And this is good. It's good that he's going for the... at least it's using his Dryads in a good way. Going for the eco damage, going for sniping trying to snipe the reinforcements. But it doesn't matter because we have the critical number of rifles. Like I said, this army, there's no way that life can fight this army anymore. We have 62 supply of rifles with 2 upgrades and plus the aura, which is by now level 3, I guess. We have level 3 devotion aura. This look at this armor, it's insane. This is 4+5. These rifles are literally legit unkillable. And this panda is stuck. He has a staff of Tele. He should be able to escape. It does. But what does life have? Nothing. Down to 40 to... Okay, 47 supply, because now he's got 2 bears. But in production, but these birds are like the birds of desperation. They won't do anything. They will just get sniped in seconds. 2 seconds, like 2, maybe 1-shotted even. Because we have, I think we have like 15 rifles, something like that. So 15 rifles, they're pretty much 1-shot bears. And life is backing a lot. He's holding on to those 1,200 gold that he has. But he lost the expo. So he kinda has to do that. Now he's going into mass production bears, but I feel like it's too late. He's losing the Demon Hunter. Oh my god. Even losing the Demon Hunter. Now it's gonna be game here. This is gonna be game. But he's not leaving, he's holding on. Gets more bears. Gets a Zeppelin. So he has some resilience, that's for sure. He's not giving up. If he cannot win with the straight up fight, he's trying to win with lame, he's trying to win time. Going to his full potential, but it doesn't matter. I mean, even if he masses like 80 food, he's gonna lose versus this. This is not a normal army. This is an army of rifles who are unkillable. With a full mana paladin, with a potion of mana, with a blood mage level 4, with resurrection, we even have resurrection. And this Zeppelin drop is not gonna work. And the humans got the expansion, so... To me, this game is absolutely over. Like, these 0-0 bears will not do anything. Like I said before, even 3-3 bears wouldn't do much in this scenario, but 0-0 bears would just die in a few seconds. So let's just move forward. Because I don't think there's a way that the elf can win this game. Let's just go to the final fight. Let's see the power of the army. Okay. So now he's sieging the base and Life's got 5 bears. So he did a good job. Oh, the panda. Maybe he believes in the panda. The Drunken Breath of Fire was pretty damn good. Nice mana burn. And Hawk is forced into the TP. Very well done by Life. So the panda. Ah, panda is level 5. Okay, I didn't check the panda was level 5. I might have underestimated. I mean, I think Hawk should still win this game. But the panda is the carry here. Those Breath of Fire really do a lot. I'm not sure if the breath bypasses the armor. That would be interesting to know. Because, I mean, the Breath of Fire is either affected by the armor of the rifle or it isn't, okay? If it isn't, then the armor is useless versus the Breath of Fire. But if it is, then the armor is still good. So if the rifles, if the Breath of Fire is unaffected by the armor of the rifles, then Life could still win by messing Breath of Fires, because the Paladin has got healing, but it's single target healing, it's not hero effect healing. because he doesn't have an alchemist. So the Breath of Fire could be the win condition for life here, and somehow sneak in an expo here, which he's doing right now. Yeah, I think like armor doesn't do anything versus Breath of Fire. Look at the damage. This Breath of Fire is insane. Look at that. Hawk needs like massive regen scroll and a couple of healing scroll as well. And now life can just go into mass bears even more. Still 0-0. I don't like this 0-0 bears, but oh, look at this Breath of Fire. Jesus Christ, so well played. If he wins this, that's so well played. Come on, Hawk, heal this. Boom, another breath. He's not finding the kills though. But he's forcing the human to use a lot of resources and mana. Fill up. And now his expansion is full of gold. And Hawk's expansion has got half the amount of gold. So if he gets another breath right now, it's gonna be devastating for this. Full mana. Oh my god. So all of my calculations were right, but I didn't consider the level 5 panda. The level 5 panda can be the MVP here. And Hawk needs to find a way to dodge it. It doesn't have... Okay, it's got one heal scroll. That's an accessory. And yes, those rifles would one-shot the bears if they could stand. But the problem is that those rifles just cannot stand and put the damage because the Breath of Fire. Healing scroll is being used now. Nice. Siphon mana by Hawk. Nice macro saving those rifles. First bear is falling right now. Second bear is about to fall. And Resurrection into play might win him the game. Nice Resurrection by Hawk. But Paladin is about to fall. Will it stand or will it fall? And Paladin falls. Oh my god. Life is gonna win. The Paladin is falling. Everything is falling for Hawk. And Life is gonna win this game. Amazing. Amazing victory. Amazing victory by Life. I would never ever expect this. First time that one of my prediction mid-game doesn't reveal himself. First time. I would never, at some point I was even moving forward because I thought that Life would never win this game.